Hi, everyone. My name is Tony Ning. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate News Network. And today I have a very special guest for you. He is the Niagara Falls Mayor, Niagara Falls, Canada Mayor, I should say. I just want to welcome you to the Honorable Mayor of Niagara Falls, Mr. Jim Diodati. Hey, Jim, how you doing today?
I'm great, Tony. Thanks for having me. I don't know about the honorable part, but I am the mayor for now. Anyway, they haven't kicked me out yet.
Okay, well, I know you got a very tight schedule, so let's jump right into it. The most exciting thing that's happening right now is the total eclipse of the sun. And I Googled the best city to see this eclipse in Canada, and Niagara Falls was it. Tell us a little about this total eclipse that's coming up.
Oh, so it's crazy. Even though we've had a couple years to prepare, it just seems in the last couple of months this has blown up globally. I'm doing interviews all over the world. Luckily, with technology now, I can do that. I don't have to be there, and they don't have to be here. But ever since National Geographic declared us the best place in the planet to view this, and what a lot of people don't really appreciate is the last total solar eclipse here in Niagara was 99 years ago, and the next one's going to be in 120 years. So safe to say, without some major medical breakthroughs, we're not going to see another one here. And we're going to have so many things going on. We're going to have NASA here, the Canadian Space Agency. We're going to have the Guinness Book of World Records. They're expecting, and depending on the weather, because the weather's a big factor, upwards of 1 million people at one time in the city, which would be a record by a long shot.
Wow, wow. I heard on the news that people should be stocking up on food because you might run out of food in there in Niagara Falls.
Well, we've been telling people, it's a good event. It's just going to be a lot of people. We're encouraging people to be prepared. And that
Okay.
means, don't be unnecessarily going out if you don't have to. You know what you're going to eat for the next few days. Fill the fridge, fill the freezer, whatever. Take the GO train if you can. They're going to add a lot of trains that day, and there's no traffic jams on the train tracks. And worst case scenario, it's about a 20-minute walk from the GO train station to the falls. So what I'm telling people is the night before, gas up your car in your hometown, charge your car battery, your phone batteries. Bring, if you need medication, bring it with you. Bring water, bring cereal bars, bring a blanket if you want to lay down and look up at the event. Remember, you got to remember to bring your solar eclipse, your ISO certified eclipse glasses. Don't count on us. We're going to have a lot, but we might not have enough. Come prepared. Leave lots of time if you can, a day early, 2 days early. Don't do the last minute thing because you'll be disappointed. There'll be a lot of traffic, a lot of people, and a lot of disappointment. So come in and what do they say? Measure twice, cut once. So come a little early, plan to have a good time. We'll roll out the red carpet for you. And I'll tell you, Tony, this is something magical about, and I think the reason being, this is not man-made. This is Mother Nature at her finest. We've got one of the great natural wonders of the world, the falls. And at the same time, you're going to be having this amazing celestial event, a gift from the universe at the same time, at the same place. What a cool place to take it in. And there are world travelers that follow eclipses. They're all coming to Niagara Falls. They think this will be the finest one. A lot of people really, really excited about what's about to happen on Monday.
Well, Niagara Falls has grown up so much over the years. I've been down there since I guess the 70s, giving away my age a little bit. It's grown up so much. And you mentioned the GO train. I mean, I've been in real estate for about 35, 36 years now. And I always tell my clients, wherever the GO train is going to go, that city is going to grow, right? Look at Hamilton, look at Barrie, right? Now Niagara Falls. Tell us a little bit about the GO train.
Well, you're bang on. And I always refer to it as like an umbilical cord. And it ties into the hottest market in North America, the GTA. And when Toronto sneezes, we catch the cold. And finally, the GTA has discovered Niagara. And Niagara is on fire because it's got everything anybody would want. It's got proximity to the biggest market on the planet, the USA. We're right there. We've got 4 international bridges. We've got an airport, which we've got some major plans for. You're going to see some exciting opportunities happening with our airport. A lot of people are surprised to find out. And from our airport to Billy Bishop in Toronto, it's a 12-minute flight. I've taken it several times. You'll see a lot of real neat things happening there. Climate is incredible. As a matter of fact, 90% of Canada's ice wine is grown right here. The ice wine grapes are grown right here in Niagara because of the microclimate. We've got amazing beaches along Lake Erie, especially. When you go there and look, you could be Virginia Beach, you could be so many places you'd never know where you were, but it's just so beautiful. And it's funny, we've got rails, we've got trail, quality of life. I say this is an area where people still pull over when there's a funeral procession. It's a place where your neighbor helps you shovel or snow blow your driveway. It's still got that small community feel, even though we're the #1 leisure destination in Canada. We get 14 million people, but we've maintained that community feel. And I think that's what people want, a place to belong. And we've rebuilt almost all of our parks in the city, and we're adding a spider web of trails to connect all of the parks, connect all the communities. So you don't have to drive everywhere. You can walk or cycle or whatever the case is. But we try to really focus on your downtime. We want people to, when you're done, you work hard. When it's time for downtime, we want you to enjoy it, whether it's one of our 35 world-class golf courses, one of our 130 world-class wineries. I mean, what I always say, Tony, is here in Niagara, we offer a buffet of fun and excitement. There's something here for everybody, depending on what your interests are.
And now you have that new hospital being built as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's huge. We've got a $3.6 billion Center of Excellence medical center being built in South Niagara Falls, which will be unbelievable. It'll be a center of excellence for a number of disciplines, including heart and stroke. It's a wonderful need, but as we get older, we like to make sure we've got good health care nearby. So the new hospital in St. Catharines is only 10 years old. Ours will be a brand new build. It's the biggest provincial capital project in regional history. We're going to be building a new wastewater treatment plant because Niagara Falls is growing. We're building a lot of houses, and we're doing our official plan where we design our community, and we start with the end in mind. What do we want our community to look like? And now it's great. We're putting things deliberately in places, whether there's schools or shopping centers or parks or residential areas. That hospital is going to be a big anchor in the south end of the city. Then in the downtown, we've got a new university that's going to start its first cohort this month. By this fall, there'll be up to 2,000 students. And within 5 or 6 years, will be upwards of 15,000 students. It's one of the biggest international universities in the world that focuses on emerging technologies like AI, digital, data, photonics, nanotechnology, all new and emerging technologies where a lot of the people learning will be taught for jobs that might not have even been created yet. So we're really excited about this Center of Excellence in our downtown, right where the GO train comes. So our downtown, it's going to go through a complete regentrification with this new presence in the downtown. Having all these students from international areas living in the downtown, it's going to change the dynamic. It's going to attract and retain youth.
Also, you have the OLG now, 5,000 seating entertainment center. You got to talk about
Yeah,
that.
it's funny. I was just on a television network just talking about that. I went to see Jerry Seinfeld last week. I mean, we got Michael Bublé. You get some of I saw just recently Rod Stewart. You get some of the biggest acts in the world perform here, and they've won. They're ranked for a theater their size, 5,000 seats. They're ranked #1 in North America. And the way that stage has been designed, it's about $150 million. But the way the stage is designed, no seat is more than 150 feet from the stage. There's nothing obstructing. They do what's called sawtooth offset seating, where nobody's got a big head in front of them blocking the view. The acoustics are so incredible. They're saying that it's as exciting for the performer as it is for the spectator. The sound, the visuals, the sight lines. What a spectacular theater. And they're going to be doing 130 shows per year there. And in the other theater, the Avalon Theater at the Fallsview Casino, they're doing 200 shows per year. So you've got two heavy anchors for entertainment where you don't have to go to Buffalo or Toronto if you want to see great acts. They're coming here to Niagara Falls.
Absolutely. And I just learned that the Niagara Falls Canada Film Festival, International Film Festival, is going to be held in Niagara Falls as well on June the 1st and June the 2nd. I mean, that's got to be really exciting news for Niagara Falls.
Oh, well, and again, all great things are happening here in Niagara Falls, including a film festival. And of course, we have TIFF in Toronto, which is world-class and outstanding. And here we'll have more of a NIF, like Niagara Falls International Film Festival. And it's so funny, Tony, because all the big celebrities and stars all come to Niagara Falls. We've met so many world leaders, and sometimes they're a little bit off the grid, off the radar, but they all come. If they're coming to New York or Toronto, they're coming to Niagara Falls. This is on the bucket list to so many people all over the world. Matter of fact, in addition to the celebrities that'll come for the film festival, I just got a call that the world cricket trophy is going to be coming to Niagara Falls next week. It's making the tour. It's going to be at the Blue Jays game, and then it's going to be here the next day. So we'll be announcing some details in the coming days. But again, I've hosted Vladimir Zelensky from Ukraine. I've hosted all sorts of interesting people from all over the world. It's just one of those places. There's a magnetism to Niagara Falls that draws people in, and it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. When you come here, you're in awe because you realize, when I get there, I feel very insignificant when I look at the power of that falls.
Right now, you have a big task ahead of you because you have to balance development versus environmental, right? And in Niagara Falls, environmental and the beautification of the city is really important to a lot of people, right? How do you find that fine balance? I mean,
Well,
that's gotta be a talent in itself.
Well, and that's a great question. And one thing I sometimes have to remind people, we're the birthplace of hydroelectric energy, which is the most renewable, greenest energy on the planet. More than solar, more than wind, more than anything else. We've got water, and the water turns those turbines and powers up a good deal of Ontario and New York State. And this is where Nikola Tesla utilized 9 of his unique patents to build the Canadian Niagara Power Plant, which today is a big museum in the Niagara Parks Power Station, #1 new attraction in Canada, worthy of a visit, where you get to follow the pathway of the water through the penstocks, through the turbines, and out a 2,000-foot vitrified brick tunnel where the water used to get expelled to the base of the falls, where you get to walk that now, go down the elevator through 200 feet of granite, a place that took 4 years to build with pickaxe and dynamite before modern technologies. And you get to follow that. And that's green technology. And that's how it all started. Niagara was built on green energy. And when you look here, our tree covering is one of the best of any municipality. We've got a huge canopy. We've got a lot of farms. We've got tender fruit, a lot of the best tender fruit, apples and cherries and grapes, and some of the best fruits are grown right here because of the microclimate and because of the soil conditions and how a lot of it is protected by the escarpment. It's a real unique green place, and we don't take it for granted. Matter of fact, we've got the Niagara escarpment goes right through the Niagara. The Bruce Trail begins here and it ends in Tobermory. We've got so many awesome green initiatives that take place here because of how we were founded. And we were founded originally, as I say, with hydroelectric energy, the greenest of all.
Wow, I'm sold, Jim. I'm moving to Niagara Falls. This is
Awesome.
incredible. I know Niagara Falls is in great hands with you at the helm. I mean, this is incredible. I really thank you for the interview. Is there anything else you'd like to add to our conversation that we haven't talked about yet?
Tony, don't ever give me that kind of an opening. I could be here for another 2 hours. Yeah, there's so much, and I just I'm loquacious when it comes to talking about Niagara Falls, or some people say verbal diarrhea. You pick your word, your adjective, but I can tell you that this is a city whose best days are yet to come, and we've always known it's been this way. We've just been misunderstood. And I'll just tell you one quick story to kind of end it out. When I went away to university, like every kid, you can't wait to leave the city you're from. You can't wait to leave, and then I was the same way. So I went away to university and I met kids from all over. And it didn't matter where they were from. The cities I thought that were the coolest, like Toronto or Montreal or Vancouver, they couldn't wait to get out of their cities too. And I realized it's a teenage thing. And as I was away, because you think you gotta, there's the old saying, a prophet isn't welcome in his own hometown. Like you got to go somewhere else to make it big. And I remember as I was talking with the kids, where are you from? Where are you from? And when I said I was from Niagara Falls, they would kind of laugh a little bit. And I thought, seemed a little bit odd. I thought, I don't know what's so funny about that. So finally I said to one person, I said, what's so funny about the fact that I'm from Niagara Falls? And they said, well, I don't know. Do you live on Clifton Hill? And I thought, wow, Clifton Hill. I said, you realize we're a city, like outside the tourist core, we're a city, like churches and temples and mosques and schools and malls and parks and houses and subdivisions. I said, we're just like every other city. And they said, really? I didn't know. We're so well known for one thing. We're overlooked for the greatest thing that makes us a great city is the people and the city itself. And then I would say, yeah, but anyway, I go, we live under the Ferris wheel. That's the place Dad thought would be a good place to start our family. And no, I don't say that. But the fact is, we're misunderstood because we're so well known for those mighty cataracts and those incredible full cresting rainbows and the millions of people that come here, but they forget we're a great community that stands behind. And we're a city built on hospitality and tourism where we're used to serving people. We're used to rolling out the red carpet. It's what we do. And we're happy to welcome people from every corner of the planet. We do this every day and we're proud to do it. And this falls belongs to all of us. We're just the gatekeepers, but we're real proud that we get to live here in this city. And it's a great city. And I welcome anyone to come take a look, come around. You'll have a hard time leaving.
Jim, thank you very much. I'm very honored to have 30 minutes of your busy schedule, and this has been an awesome interview. Thank you very much. Everyone,
Thanks, Tony.
Honorable Mayor of Niagara Falls, Canada, Jim Diodati. There you go.
There's the sticker. I was
Okay,
mooned in Niagara Falls. That's for the eclipse.
awesome. Awesome. Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
Tony.
Jim. Okay, we'll talk again
Thank
soon.
you. Okay, thank you.